This is the Ender 3 V3 SE. It's the newest entry-level 3D printer for beginners made by Creality. For a budget 3D printer, it has heaps of amazing features that are usually found on higher-end models, like the hands-free auto bed level system with auto Z offset, a Sprite direct extruder, and impressive print speeds of up to 250mm a second. The printer comes well packaged, and the new frame design allows it to be packed smaller and neater. Everything is included to get you started. There's a quick start guide for assembly and setting up the software. There's an accessory bag including the assembly hardware, tools, SD card and a PLA filament sample. There's the control screen, a spool holder, the top gantry with the pre-installed dual Z-axis lead screws, and the hot end with the extruder. And finally we have the base with the Y-axis and bed platform installed. Assembly for this printer is super easy, and even for beginners it's a breeze setting up this machine. All the complex parts are already set up and pre-assembled and just need to be bolted together. Then a few cables need to be plugged in. This is one of the quickest, easiest and hassle-free 3D printer kits that I've assembled. The Ender 3 V3 SE builds on the previous generations with additional features and with new custom aluminium profiles and a moulded plastic base, which gives it a neat and clean design. All the components for this design have been well thought out and placed in ideal locations to keep the printer neat and tidy, such as the X-axis stepper motor, which has been moved to the inside to give it a neater, sleeker look. At the back there are dual Z lead screws moved by a single stepper motor, which uses a belt to synchronise both sides, and this achieves balance and rigidity on the Z-axis when printing. The hot end comes with a 0.4mm nozzle installed, and it reaches temperatures of up to 260 degrees, which is good for basic materials like PLA, PETG and flexible TPU. Feeding filament into the hot end is the Sprite direct extruder that produces a strong and unified force. The Y-axis is now using a pair of 8mm steel rods and linear bearings, rather than the V-slot wheels and aluminium extrusion found on the previous version. This allows the lightened build platform to move quickly and steadily. The hot end and extruder continue to move along the aluminium channel with the V-slot wheels. When the belts need tightening, the X and Y axis now have a new low-profile belt tensioner, and these are simply adjusted with Allen keys. The bed has a removable magnetic PC steel spring build surface. I found this works well, and sometimes the prints adhere a little too well, so I'd recommend upgrading the platform to a PEI surface. At the back of the bed there are handy alignment bolts which help align the build platform when reinstalling. Having good bed levelling is the basis of any good print quality, and the Ender 3 V3 SE features a CR touch sensor for auto levelling and a load cell sensor in the front left corner for the auto Z offset. For a beginner this is great as there's no need to turn screws or make adjustments to the bed, and the bed level is totally hands-free and completely taken care of by the machine. The Z offset can still be manually adjusted up or down on the control panel if needed. It's good to see this feature from higher end printers reaching a budget printer. The control panel has a single dial for menu navigation and selection. The screen is clear and easy to read, and the user interface is easy to understand, and it's easy to find and select functions. At the side there's a USB-C port for connection and the full-sized SD card slot for loading files. The first print is the cat, which is a pre-sliced file that is included on the SD card. Starting the print process is simple, and having the printer take care of the hands-free bed levelling makes the process as easy as possible. The final print looks good, and it's produced a clean and good quality print. For slicing more files, the Creality print software is used. It has a simple workflow, and beginners can use the stock profiles to quickly get the files ready. For PLA, the default print speed is 180mm a second. The default settings produce good results, and these can be adjusted as the user gains more experience. The next print is of an articulating shark, and these prints have linked pieces that are printed in place, and once complete, all pieces should be able to be moved. This is printed with red PLA, and it's an excellent looking model that has all the parts move in as expected. Next up we have the bridging test model, and the printer did well considering it only has a single part cooling fan. The next print is of a small pot. This is set to print in spiral mode where it prints the base layers first and then a single outer wall around the edges. It turned out to be a very clean print all round, and it's a good functional print. The Ender 3 V3 SE is well suited for beginners, and it's an entry-level machine that's easy to set up and to get started printing quickly. The software is easy to use and the printer produces good quality prints. While the included spring steel PC build surface works well, the first upgrade to improve the printer would be to add a PEI steel build surface. For a budget printer, it includes many features that are usually found on higher-end models, like the hands-free auto bed level system, a Sprite direct extruder, and its quick printing speeds of up to 250mm a second. The Ender 3 printers have been an extremely popular range of 3D printers, and the V3 SE continues to offer good value, and it makes a great entry point into the world of 3D printing.